Hi guys, Christian here from the MCI Trading Academy with the latest stock market analysis outlook for the week ahead. And guys, we've had a pretty boring week last week with the stock market being stuck in a consolidations range for most of the week until Friday when volatility finally kicked in. And it kicked in because of a number of events that took place on Friday. And we'll be discussing all of those in today's video, as well as some crucial things to watch out for the week ahead. And guys, because of the events that took place on Friday, is making this week a pivotal week for the stock market with some very important things to look out for the week ahead. So make sure you watch until the end because we'll be covering all of those and more in today's video. In terms of this video's agenda, guys, we'll be talking about the following. We'll start off by discussing the intervention by the Central Bank of Japan. And can I just say that we 100% smashed the call that we made on this in last week's video. Guys, if you haven't watched last week's video, make sure you go back and watch it. I'll put a link in the description below. In the video, we've made a call saying that the Japanese yen was at its lowest against the US dollar in over 30 years, and the Bank of Japan had to intervene to save up the currency. And we made a call in the video saying that the intervention will occur at some point during the week. And I did say for disclosure purposes that I was buying some Japanese yen in anticipation of this intervention. Now this intervention occurred late on Friday afternoon, and the Japanese rallied to the moon. Following the intervention, guys, they spent over 30 billion US dollars for this intervention. We'll be going through the details later in today's video. Next, we'll be discussing the leaked message to the Wall Street Journal by the Fed that was done on Friday, guys. This is very, very important, and this led to the rally that occurred in the stock market on Friday. We'll be discussing this as well. Next, we'll also be discussing about Tesla. Now, guys, Tesla reported the results last week and they weren't great. They were slightly disappointing. Now, there's something crucial to watch out on Tesla this week, guys. Very, very important, and we'll be going through what this is in the video as well. Next, guys, we'll also be discussing the free Discord community. As you guys are aware, there weren't a lot of movements last week in the stock market. However, the community have managed to make some decent gains in last week due to the Discord community, due to the calls that we made out in the community, guys. So if you aren't in the community yet, make sure you go by the website mcitradingacademy.co.uk and join the free community. There's no cost to you, everything is free of charge. Make sure you come and join our community as soon as you can. We'll also be talking about the economic calendar. There's some very important news, economic news to watch out for the week ahead. We'll also be talking about the earnings for the week. It's a pivotal week for earnings, guys. The big boys are reporting this week, and we'll be discussing on when they are reporting and what you should be expecting from them. We'll also be doing our usual analysis and trading setups for the coming week. And lastly, guys, we need to talk about Bitcoin. There's something very important that will happen, that is predicted to happen in Bitcoin in the coming weeks, guys. You need to be aware of this. This is crucial. So make sure you stay tuned for this, because it's going to be an action-packed video, guys. Make sure you watch until the end. As always, guys, if you do find this video useful, please don't forget to give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We do bring out a new stock market analysis outlook every single week, and we have a lot of exciting new content coming up very, very soon, guys. Now let's start off by discussing the intervention by the Central Bank of Japan. Guys, on Friday afternoon, Japan made an intervention of at least 30 billion US dollars to prop up the yen. This is the call that we made in last week's video. Because the yen has devalued so much, we were expecting that the Central Bank of Japan had to intervene to save the currencies. Now, one important thing to note here, guys, is that officials have suggested the government has limitless funds to defend the country's currency. In last week's video, guys, we did mention that we were expecting the intervention to occur when the USDJPY FX pair will hit 150. Now, they haven't intervened when it hit 150. They actually intervened when it hit 151.94 on Friday afternoon. Okay, so it hit 150 at the beginning of the week, and they waited until Friday to intervene in the FX market. Now, one important thing to note here, guys, which is I think is quite crucial, is that this is the second intervention they've done in a month, in space of a month. Authorities have already spent 20 billion in September conducting Japan's first yen buying operation since 1998. So they spent 20 billion US dollars in September, and they spent 30 billion US dollars in October, guys. They spent a lot of money, and guess what? It is not looking like this is working at all. However, okay, if this is a quote by the Bank of America, they've estimated that after last month's intervention that occurred from the Japanese government has actually 1.3 trillion US dollars in foreign reserves. Okay, which means that they could execute up to 10 more interventions by selling liquid assets, guys. So what this suggests that this may not be the only interventions that they are doing this year or in the next year. Okay, this suggests that there's more interventions coming, especially if the yen does not get stronger. And if we are to look at the chart following the intervention, guys, the intervention occurred at 3:30 UK time on Friday afternoon, and you can see since the intervention occurred, the Japanese yen has rallied to the moon. They rallied of around, if we are to measure this from here, it rallied for over 3.6% in a space of an hour and a half. And this is crucial, guys. Okay, so when those happens, those kind of interventions happen, there's no technical analysis to it. It's simply they are buying, they are pumping the currency. So the way they've done this, they started selling US dollars and they started buying Japanese yen. And because of this, as you can see, the move was quite enormous here. Now, if we are to look at the daily time frame here, the last time they intervened was here, the 22nd of September. And you can see this intervention was not successful. Why? Because since the intervention occurred, the Japanese yen weakened even more. Now, is this the case here as well? It seems to be so far. Is that the Japanese government, they intervened here on Friday, and today is Monday, and it's looking like the yen is weakening again, and they may have to intervene again. Keep a close eye on this, guys. If the Japanese yen is to weaken even more against the US dollar, perhaps they will have to intervene sooner than later again. Remember, they have a lot of foreign reserves, a lot of US dollars, and they can intervene at any point. I don't think this is going to happen this week, but if this keeps weakening, then they have to do it again and again and again until it gets successful. And with the US dollar becoming ever more stronger, this is going to make it a lot harder for them. Now, guys, what also helped the yen rally on Friday was the message by the Fed. On Friday morning, guys, UK time, the US dollar was rallying to the moon, was very, very strong. And because of this, the Federal Reserve, they had to come out and help cool down the US dollar. They are in the blackout period, and the only way they can communicate to the markets is by leaking data, leaking their thinking through their favorite journalist at the Wall Street Journal. And this is exactly what they've done on Friday afternoon, just before the US markets opened. They came up to say that the Fed is set to raise rates by 75 basis points. We knew this already, and debate the size of future rate hikes. And this is what caused the market to rally, guys. If they are to debate the size of the future rate hikes, either to reduce them or pause them or stop them altogether. Now this is very positive for the stock market, and because of this, together with the Bank of Japan selling US dollars, they have helped the stock market to rally. There was nothing technical about this. This was pure manipulation. If someone tells you that this was technical, there was nothing to do with technical analysis. All manipulated by the central banks here. And because of this, guys, is making this week a pivotal week for the stock market. Now, we've given all this when the article hit the Wall Street Journal website. Now we communicated this on our Discord channel, guys. We gave you this live as it happens. So guys, if you aren't in the Discord channel, make sure you go and sign up free of charge on our website. And the way to do this, guys, is by going over to our website, mcitradingacademy.co.uk. Go down all the way down to the join our Discord community. Click on join now, and all you have to do, guys, is go all the way down here and click on the Discord community. Put in your email address and we'll send you a link to join the community, guys. So make sure you do that as soon as you can. There's a lot of opportunities that we give out on a daily basis, a lot of trade setups and a lot of advice. So make sure you join the community as soon as you can. Now, guys, let me point your attention to one article I've been reading over the weekend. Now, this talks about Tesla and Elon Musk. Now, as you guys know, Elon Musk is buying Twitter, and he has a deadline of 28th of October to finalize the deal. And it seems that if he wants to go ahead and purchase Twitter, he has to pay $44 billion when he secures the deal. Now, it seems like he doesn't have the support of the financial support of a lot of banks, and because of this, he may have to sell up to $10 billion worth of Tesla stock this week in order to get the Twitter deal done. Now, guys, this is crucial. If he is to sell 10 billion worth of stock this week, now this is going to push down the stock market most likely, or it will not help. It will go against the stock market rallying this week. If the stock market wants to rally, most likely it will be held down by Tesla. So if you see Tesla, guys, down this week, it's most probably going to be because Elon Musk is selling a lot of his shares, and also this may lead to also a drop in Bitcoin if Tesla has to also sell a lot of their Bitcoin's holdings. As you guys know, they've already sold 75% of their holdings. If you haven't watched our video on why did the price of Bitcoin drop, make sure you go and watch that. There's some great analysis that we've done on there as well, and they may also affect the Bitcoin price as a result of this, guys. So this will be crucial, something to watch out for this week. Now let's go on and look at the economic calendar, guys. And in terms of the economic news, there aren't a lot of news at the beginning of the week. However, towards the end of the week, we have some crucial news that we need to be aware of. Starting on Thursday with the European Central Bank. We need to see here if they're going to raise interest rates and by how much. This will affect the euro a lot. And also we have the GDP in the US. That will also be crucial to watch. And then on Friday we have some inflation data at 1:30 UK time. So those are the things to be aware of for the week ahead. Now in terms of earnings, guys, it's crucial that we are aware what companies are reporting, and the big boys are reporting this week, starting with Tuesday after the market closes. Microsoft and Alphabet, Google, they are reporting on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we have Meta reporting, and then on Thursday we have Apple and Amazon reporting. Now guys, if those companies do well and better than expected, expect the stock market to rally this week. Okay, those are the biggest companies in the stock market, and they pretty much control the stock market. If they do well, expect the stock market to rally. However, if they do poorly, then expect to have a crash this week. Now guys, think about this. Think about those companies, okay, the Microsoft, Apple, Alphabet, and Apple reporting poor results, together with Tesla, with Elon Musk selling shares in Tesla. Now that will cause a hurricane, a capitulation sort of event in the stock market if that is to happen. Okay, so make sure you watch out closely for those events, because they are going to be crucial to what the stock market does this week. Now let's go over to the charts and have a look at the trading setups for the week ahead. And guys, let's start off with the S&P 500 with the weekly chart. And guys, looking at the weekly chart, this is bearish. We have lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. Now, one positive about this is that we finally managed to go and regain the 200 weekly EMA. And this is crucial, guys. We've had a couple of failed attempts. And last week, because of the leaked message from the Fed and because of the Central Bank of Japan intervention, we've managed to help rally above the 200 week EMA. And guys, look, we completely smashed this. I mean, I'm so proud of this setup here. We've discussed this in prior videos about this gap being filled, and we're expecting to have a big rally once this gap once price comes down to this gap fill here. And guess what? This is exactly what happened. We filled the gap and then we rallied. Okay, so this was an amazing profitable trade, all given out for free in the Discord community, guys. Again, if you are not in the Discord community, make sure you go and sign up for free as soon as you can. Now, in terms of what we should be expecting for the week ahead, I'm expecting to have the lower high, guys. We have a lower low, as I mentioned, lower high, lower low, and then the lower high. Where do we expect to have the lower high? Well, at this IC here will be a nice point for us to look for shorts at that point. If price comes down up to this 1 week IC, we will have the 20 EMA acting as resistance, and we will have the upper expected move for the week and the upper expected move for the month. Now this is going to be a crucial level. So if we are to rally this week over here, I think there will be and then to see some consolidation around here, this will be a perfect opportunity for us to place sell positions, going and aiming for a new lower low, where to the weekly IC here at around 34.50, guys. In terms of the weekly, in terms of the daily view here, we are looking to have our break of structure. We've made a lower low, lower high, lower low, and then if we break and close above this level here, guys, this is going to be crucial. We're closing above the lower high here. We'll be above the and hopefully be above the 50 EMA as well. Then that will perhaps suggest that we have more upside coming. Okay, and if we are to have more upside coming and we don't see that consolidation on the weekly, then we can easily move on and retest this trend line here at around 4,000, guys. So this will be crucial. Okay, so if we do have a big rally and go through the 20 EMA here, and then we go through all the way up here, then I expect us to be retesting this trend line here at around 4,000. So very crucial here, guys. As you can see, last week we were in just a big consolidation here, so nothing much happened to take this off. And this week we've opened up with a gap, and we filled that gap, and now it looks like we want to rally. Now, the one thing to look out for in terms of a rally, we look out for this IC here. If we come down here and then consolidate, then that's perhaps the signal for us to go long and aim for that weekly IC at least. Okay, guys, so there's something to watch out for. And we also have this one hour IC here as well. I doubt we will go all the way down here for now, because that will reverse all the Friday gains, and I don't think that will happen as of yet. It may be the case that we hold this 20 EMA here, and then we rally off to a new higher high here. It is all possible. Watch out for the US Open. If we do rally in the US Open, then perhaps we'll carry on rallying for the rest of the day and perhaps the rest of the week. As I mentioned, guys, we have this 4-hour IC here that I'm looking out, which is, as I said, above the upper EM, at the upper expected move for the week and for the month. And if we see some consolidation here, it will be a nice short to take, especially if this happens towards the beginning of the week, before the earnings are reported. Okay, guys, this is going to be crucial. However, guys, one thing to note, if we lose this level here at any point during the week, then I expect us to have the lower low before we go higher. Okay, so if at any point we lose this level, then we're going to 34.50 most probably. And what will cause that? Tesla, Elon Musk selling the shares, and poor earnings from the big boys. So make sure you watch on that, guys. Next, we got the DAX, the Germany 40 here, and the Germany 40 is at a critical point. We are right where at this daily IC, and we are just consolidating here. We have a lot of liquidity sitting above, and we have this trend line sitting there as well. So if I expect us to move higher, where do we expect to move? I expect us to clear this liquidity up here, come into this daily IC here, and have some resistance from this trend line here. For us to consider going higher, guys, we need to see a break and hold of this trend line. If we break and hold above, then we can look at us going higher. But for now, guys, especially if we look at the weekly view here, all we have is lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and this will potentially be the lower high. So there's nothing bullish as of yet. We need to see some break of structure on the weekly, at least, for me to consider a longer term bullish view on this. But for now, until the Fed has stopped raising rates, there is nothing positive about the stock market long term, guys. Short term, long opportunities, yes, we have some. Long term, the trend is still bearish. Okay, so be very careful, guys. Again, if we lose this level here and this level here, then we are going all the way down, guys, to new lower lows. And we've been talking about this weekly 1 week IC here at 11,040 or so, where we're looking at long-term long opportunities. But for now, I expect this trend line to hold, and at this trend line, if we see some consolidation, then we can take a short position aiming for lower lows. Next, we get the UK 100. Now the UK 100 is starting to look a bit better here. We've made lower low, lower high, lower low again in a downtrend, but it looks like we are moving above this 20 EMA, and if we are to move above the 20 EMA, I expect us to have a retest of this trend line, where we can potentially have a short position aiming for lower prices, a new lower low. As you guys are aware, we finally broke this trend line on the weekly, going back from the March of 2020, just when the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic started. Now, guys, we are consolidating here, so I wouldn't be surprised for us to go higher, retest this trend line, have some resistance from the 20 and the 50 EMA, and then at that point look for some consolidation and then lower prices to come. However, if we are to lose and close below these levels, this level here this week, then it's nice and simple, we go lower. If we don't hold this weekly IC here, then I expect us to go all the way down to 5,900. Now, guys, the reason The reason we haven't seen lower prices in the UK 100 compared to the US indices is because the UK 100 is mainly comprised of oil and gas companies, which have done, those have performed the best during 2022. However, as you know, oil prices start to be controlled and their profits start to decrease, then we may start to see some decline in the UK 100. But for now, the UK 100 is holding pretty well, and unless we lose this level here, then I don't expect us to go lower. However, at any point we lose this level, then we're definitely going down. One other thing, all the profits of those oil and gas companies are in US dollars, and because they are in US dollars, the US dollar is being so strong, the profits are through the roof right now. So this is literally nothing negative about the UK 100 from looking at individual companies. Next we get US 30, and out of all, US 30 seems to be looking the best from a daily perspective. From a daily perspective, guys, now we're given this out for free again in our Discord community. We did discuss that if we are to break the trend line, at that point we'll have a BOS, we have a break of structure, and we're looking for higher prices to come. And this is exactly what happened. We've broken the structure, we've broken the trend line, and then we went higher, exactly as we've anticipated. Again, guys, make sure you join the Discord community as soon as you can. From a weekly point of view, we are in a downtrend, and we are right at this weekly IC here now, and we are also having the resistance from the 20 EMA. So this level here is crucial. If we manage to go above this level, then I expect us to be retesting this trend line here on the weekly. And from that point, I will expect us to aim for lower prices, where to this weekly IC. However, if we manage to break above this trend line and hold, then we can perhaps look for higher prices to come. So this is the trade for US 30, guys. Crucial here, we are at a crucial level. If we consolidate here and we are unable to go above this level here, then I'm looking for lower prices to come perhaps this week. So very, very important. Again, it's all depending on earnings. If earnings disappoint and future guidance also disappoints, then there's nothing saving this from going lower. So make sure you are aware of this. All we've done now is we cleared the liquidity that was resting above, and we came close to this 1 hour IC here, guys. For us to move higher, I don't expect us to go lower than this 1 hour IC here. So if we come here, consolidate, we can take a long position, aiming for higher highs here and aiming for that trend line. And perhaps that will mean that we go above the 20 weekly EMA. So very crucial. Watch out for it this week, guys, especially when the US market opens. It's going to be critical here. Next, we get the US 100. Now, the US 100 has played very, very well into the daily IC here, and we've had our lower low, and now we are retesting the 200 week EMA again from acting as resistance. Now, out of the three of them, the three US indices that we covered, this seems to be the weakest, guys, and this is the weakest because it has mainly technological companies. And guess what? All the technological companies are reporting this week. So if they disappoint, then we may see lower lows in here, perhaps going all the way down to the COVID-19 low here at around 7,600. But if they do well, then I expect higher prices to come. I expect us to close above the 200 week EMA and then come either to this weekly IC here or even here, okay, going back to 13,100, guys. So this is going to be crucial. Look out for a close above this 20 EMA. I think that will be crucial. In terms of the daily view here, guys, we are right at the 4 hour IC here, and we are rejecting that. So if we test this again reject, then I expect lower prices to come, especially if we lose this level here. If we lose the 10,900 level, then I expect us to have lower lows perhaps this week as well. However, if we come this down to the 1 hour IC here and then consolidate, then we can safely take a long positions aiming for higher highs to come. So this will be crucial, guys. Okay, if we don't manage to go above this level, then and we lose this 10,900, and we're going lower. But however, if we manage to come here, perhaps during the US session, we can take a long positions going into and aiming for higher prices for a higher high. And it seems that the daily view looks quite healthy. If we manage to go above this level, then we have a break of structure on the daily, and we'll also go above the 50 EMA. Now, if we go above the 50 EMA and we have a break of structure, now guys, this is bullish, and we can go all the way up to, as I mentioned before, either the 30,100 or to this daily I see here of 12,500, guys. What will be the catalyst of these earnings? Crucial this week, so make sure you watch out for that, guys. This is going to be crucial. Okay, next we need to talk about the VIX, and guys, we've smashed this. We've given this live as it happened in the Discord community. We did mention that the VIX was in a narrowing channel. We're looking for a break, and once we had the break, I said watch out for the retest, and this is exactly what happened. We retested and then we started going lower. Now guys, as we've opened here, we've opened with a gap up, and we've opened just above this trend line here. However, this can be just a fake move up. If VIX doesn't manage to hold above this trend line here, then it can go lower and try to either close the gap or go even lower. And if we go below 30, guys, I think we have lower prices to come in the VIX, and that will help fuel the rally for the stock market. So this is crucial to watch out for, guys. Okay, if we don't manage to hold above this level here, then the VIX has lower prices to come, which will bode in well with the rally in the stock market. Next, guys, we need to talk about DXY, and DXY is it's just been holding this 4 hour IC so nicely here, and all it's done is just in a big consolidation here, guys. It looks like it's clearing liquidity from above, it clear liquidity from below, and it's back within this range. This is crucial, guys. Watch out for a break of this range and a close below it. Okay, not just a break but a close. So if you see a break of this low here, and then we close right here at the low, then it means that the US dollar has lower prices to come. And if that happens, the VIX should also go down and the stock market should rally, guys. So this is crucial. The ones to watch out for this week is the VIX, the DXY, and earnings. The most important things to watch out for this week, guys. Okay, write them down and pay attention to them, monitor them. This is crucial, guys. Okay, nothing happening here, big consolidation. However, if we manage to break and close above here, then I believe we're going to our target of 115 here, which will mean lower lows in the stock market. Again, very, very important, guys. Set up alerts below and above and wait for a break. As it stands, when this is, it's in the range here, it's consolidating, there's nothing pretty much happening in the stock market either. Okay, so we need to see a break in here at some point, and I believe this will happen at some point this week. Next, guys, let's talk about gold. Now, we smashed this analysis. We did discuss about this 2 hour IC and how price, we're expecting price to come here and then rally from here, and that's exactly what happened. Came here, had an initial reaction, then it came back, created some positive divergences in here, and then rallied through on Friday afternoon with the dollar weakening. That was crucial, guys. Now, if we look at the daily here, this is creating a nice double bottom here, and if we manage to break above this level, guys, then we have higher prices to come in gold and most probably lower prices in the DXY. So something to watch out for. Now we need to see if we break above this level, that would mean that we break above the 20 and the 50 EMA, and that is all positive for gold, and gold may rally into year end. This is crucial, guys. However, if we break below this, below this level here, then I believe we'll go all the way down to 1570 or so, where we can potentially look for higher prices, okay, for long-term opportunities in gold. As you guys can see here, we've made a lower low, we made a lower high, but we failed to make a lower low, and this is the one positive here, okay, that we can take from this. We failed to make a lower low. Perhaps we have a break of structure, we have a double bottom confirmed, we are above the 20 and the 50. That's all confirmations for us to go long. So monitor this over the coming weeks, guys. This is going to be very, very important here. Next, we need to talk about GBPUSD. As you guys know, the UK will have a new Prime Minister on Friday this week. And if it's Rishi Sunak, I believe he will give the market a lot of confidence, and that perhaps may help the pound to rally. What we're looking for in here, guys, GBPUSD, we're looking for a break and close above this level here. That will cause a break of structure, and I'm targeting this daily IC here at around 120, guys. Okay, 120. So if we break above this level, I expect us to go all the way to 120. So monitor this, a potential nice buying opportunity that may occur at some point this week or over coming weeks. Lastly, guys, we need to talk about Bitcoin. Now, guys, I've been informed by some of my sources that we're expecting a big move in Bitcoin this week. What the price is doing now, and it's been doing for the last couple of weeks, has been consolidating. Now, when this happens, is that the big institutions are preparing for, are putting in their orders. They are putting in small positions here, and they are waiting for a big move. Now, I can't tell you where the move will be, either up, either down or up, but the big move will come at some point over the next coming weeks, or perhaps this week, especially if Tesla sells some, if Elon Musk sells some of his shares, and if Tesla will sell the remaining holdings of the Bitcoin. This will be crucial, and this will cause Bitcoin to crash all the way to our target of 12,500, guys. So what I will be watching for in here is, can we see a break below this level here of 17.5. I will be looking at to see if we close below 17.5 or we close above 25,000. This is crucial, guys. Where do we close, below or above? I believe that in either direction we go from here, it will be a big impulsive move, okay, either down or up. We just need to see that, but I'm sure we'll see that in the next coming week or weeks, if not this week, guys. So monitor this because there's big moves coming very, very soon, guys. That's it from me this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you like the video if you haven't done so already, and subscribe if you haven't done so already as well. And if you are interested in learning more about the strategies that we use or finding out about the mentoring courses we offer, head over to our website mcitradingacademy.co.uk, where you can find out more about the trading courses we offer. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope you have a great trading week.